How are we going, people? It's been a while since we have rocked it in the four wheels. We've been rolling because we've been in Bali, we've been on scooters, now we're back in Melbourne and we need to get a vehicle because either it's going to take a long time to get around or it's going to get cold. So how are we all going? So this is just a preview of tonight's rip snorter of an absolute cracker of a live interaction inspiration from my good friend and fellow Beauty and the Beast warrior Eleni. So it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm really excited because it's going to really be bringing hey, how are we all going, people? It's an inspiration story. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I'm tired, I stumped my toe, I've got a headache, and all this stuff comes about. But this inspirational woman has beat breast cancer, has beat so-called depression, has beat, you know, living in another country away from her family, and has soldiered on, has been through the darkness. And the amazing thing of why I want to share this story is that Eleni has been watching me from afar, yeah? Obviously, she's originally a Melbourne girl, very similar to me, very similar background, similar, you know, very similar network. And the amazing thing is, hey Maddie, how you doing? Everyone else, how's everyone going? And I saw her paying respect, I saw her supporting from afar, as you all do as well. But she really showed up, she was always there, you know, sending so much love, giving so much support, and she was a complete stranger. So I got to know a little bit more about Eleni, and you know, I won't give too much away because obviously she'll be there tonight and I'll be interviewing her and really be digging deep, so you guys will get to know how much of an inspiration story is. And look, for ladies and for men, for any lady that's, you know, that's suffered through breast cancer or just anything that you feel like it's quite, you know what I mean? It's quite strenuous. You need to get in touch with this amazing woman because she has been in the dark place. Obviously, when that miraculously that C word pops up, it can get scary, you know. And she's told me her deepest and darkest secrets, when that, you know, the time when she hasn't wanted to be here anymore, when it's, you know, you're back up, he's against the wall, you're in that complete darkness, and it can get scary. But what I'm very honorable about is she wanted to fight, yeah. And we didn't know each other, and I didn't know what she was going through, but I kept showing up with content. I kept showing up wanting to inspire. You know, I don't, you know, gauge my success of how many people I've got on my live stream or so on and so forth. I'm going to show up every day because it's a hit and miss. I'm going to show up because that's who I want to be. If you guys want to get on and get inspired and change your life, then perfect, then I'm going to do it. But if I wasn't there for Eleni, if I wasn't showing up every day, if I wasn't being, you know, that person that I need to be, being that beacon of light, then she wouldn't have had the support, she wouldn't have had the strength, and who knows if she would still be here. Hey Brad, how you doing, bro? Awesome call today, man. Let me know, let's get things rocking and rolling so we can get all of it sorted and get you on tomorrow's session. So, you know, it's people get put on each other's paths for a higher purpose. And what's amazing about that is that I didn't know that Eleni was obviously suffering from what she was suffering, that she overcome cancer. And we were put on each other's on a path, and honestly, she's like my sister. She's like my, you know, my lighting child, or you know what they say, that children of the light, or the rainbow children, or the indigo children, because we are so similar. But we're, you know, obviously I'm a man and she's a woman. And tonight I really want to glossify, and I want to share with you, what is your excuse, yeah? What is your excuse when you've got your number as being called, when you know that your back's up against the wall? And for women, when it's the whole thing about breast cancer, most people would give up. She hasn't just wanted to save herself, she's come back from the darkness, and now she's learning and educating herself to save others, to empower women, you know, to be able to give that understanding of treating your body, it's your temple, putting the good foods in your body, and your body will do the good for you. You know, she's been educating herself through a lot of the understanding of, you know, not psychoanalyzing, but bringing the left brain and the right brain into understanding and bringing it into alignment. Yeah, she's been spending, you know, numerous amounts of time and effort and money into educating herself. So I'm really honored to be obviously having her back here in Melbourne. I haven't seen her since we've been in Bali, which has been March, and it's Matty G, how you going? David Tung, how are you, brother? And it's a really one of these success stories that really it brings a tear to my eye, because you know what? You see a lot of these jokers, you see a lot of these pretenders, you'll see a lot of these people standing up there, and some of the stuff that they're coming up with, and they've got these other minions that are following them. It's actually really sad, because it's really putting a bad name to the whole thing about the coaching, the coaching industry, or the coaching, the understanding of being able to lead people. So having people that have been through it, have been through the darkness, has survived cancer, has survived, as we say, so-called depression, those dark thoughts, those dark times, you need to get around this woman, because she's still on a journey of self-discovery. She's still on a journey of self-realization. But they're the type of people that doesn't matter what education they've had. You don't need education to be able to, what mindset, what were you thinking to get yourself out of the darkness that kept you moving strong? What kept you strong? And they're the type of people that you want for them to lead, or you want to be around and let some of that magic rub off on you. So, Eleni, if you're watching this or not, I'm going to be seeing you. What's the time now? I'll be seeing you in a couple of hours, 8 o'clock. We'll be rocking it over at my apartment. We'll be getting all that happening, because this is what I want to send to you, mainly to the ladies out there. If you've had any sort of cancer, or you know someone with cancer, if it's been breast cancer, and obviously if it comes to a point where that affects one of the most sensitive parts of the body, which really makes a woman, which is obviously the breast, then that can really do some stuff to it can really do some stuff to your psychology. And if you're in this understanding of, Eleni doesn't just, okay, I'm going to have a couple greenies and, a couple green smoothies and this and that. She has been obviously really researching and getting some of the advanced scientific proven remedies, not just to beat cancer, but just to keep herself going, yeah? And now she wants to do that for other women. She wants to say, hey, what is your excuse? What, oh, you twisted your ankle? Okay, you got a runny nose? Oh, sorry, you bumped your foot against the table. Okay, you've got a little bit of a headache. Come on, people. That's what I say. By being around this woman, what is your excuse? And I even use that as a gauge for me as well. Well, oh, you know what? I've had a really big day. Lee, what's your excuse? So put yourself in her shoes a couple years ago, when she had the challenge, and imagine what she was going through, and she got through that. That is priceless, and that is worth. You can't put a monetary value to that. So, to the people that they call themselves light workers, for the people that they say we're healers, for those people that say that, where is your proof? Eleni has healed herself. She has brought the light into herself when there's been darkness, yeah? And that's what it's about. She's been in the darkness. She taught herself to become the light. She ignited her passion. She ignited her inner force. And as she calls herself a light warrior, which she is, and that's proven facts there. They're the type of people that you should be, if you want to be growing, getting around, spending your time, investing your money, and investing your life worth around people like that, because they are the true people that can take you to the next existence, yeah? Not these people that show up, that do a few courses, a bit of marketing, a bit of, talking and, all the rest of it, and just telling people what they need to hear. You want to be around people that have been through it, have been through hell and back, and have gotten through it all. So that's what I want to share with you guys. It's inspiration, and for people that have gone through it, I truly find it absolutely, it inspires me, and I'm honored to be able to to lead this this interaction, and more importantly this session of inspiration, because you know what, you don't want to compare yourself to people that are going through hard times, but what you need to understand is that if you're basically cruising, then why are you just cruising? The reason why people cruise is because they take advantage of their time, they take advantage of their life, they take advantage of the situation, and they'll get motivated only when it comes down to, okay, shit, it's the fan, and there's pain. That's the wrong time to get motivated, people. You should always be pushing ahead. You should always be working on yourself. And I see a lot of people that go, Lee, but you know what? I don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't really have any inspiration. I don't have any clarity. So if you don't have that, people, then get on tonight's fucking live stream at 8 p.m. Melbourne time and listen to this absolute superstar, what she's been through, how she's gotten over it, and where she's going. And if you're not inspired about that, then you won't be inspired about much, okay? So get anyone that's been through here before, get anyone that's you know, been through similar situations. You know, I know Eleni has a massive network back here in Melbourne. You know, obviously she's Greek, the Greek community. You know, she's got some marvelous people that I've already met that's part of our you know, our secret society or our team and our environment. So that's exciting, and let's get on, let's show her the love, let's show her the support. And more importantly, if anyone's looking for, you know, a female mentor, coach, then, you know, you've got an absolute superstar and angel. Because do you know what it comes down to, people? You can educate, you can, you know, you can study, you can be a textbook warrior, you can have all these trophies and all these certificates, but if you haven't applied it in your life, if you haven't got the results physically in your life, if you haven't been through hell and used these techniques to get through it, then there's no real trophies, there's no real certificates, because anyone can sit there, tick a few boxes, and, you know, so on and so forth. So, do you know what I'm saying? These are the things that when people have gone through diversity, because one thing I want to tell you, it's easy to be happy when things are good. It's easy to use the tools when things are good. It's easy to be motivated when things are good. It's easy when it's easy, yeah? But when someone says, well, you know what? You've got this long to live. Well, you know what? Well, this, that, you lose your hair, so on and so forth. Your body's not looking how you don't have the energy. Psychologically starts to, you know, starts to play up on you and all the rest of it. There she is. Then that's the difference between an absolute superstar or somebody that sits there and goes, oh, my life's so hard. So you know what? Listen to this superstar. You know, she's still discovering herself. I'm going to keep investing so much belief in her because I believe in her. I know she believes in herself, but she's got 10 more fucking steps to keep going. She's going to keep up, you know, up leveling. You know, she's a turbocharged little spitfire. You know, she might be about 4'11", but when she stands next to you, she's 10 foot. So that's what it's about, you know. And you know, she probably doesn't really know this, but I sit there sometimes and I think about, okay, you know, Lee, what's your excuse? What about what she's gone through? And look at where she's at now. And that's where it's about. So that's what we need to really understand, people, is that when you've got your back up against the wall, and when that, you don't need to question yourself. Because the thing, what happens as well, yeah, there's a lot of people that will come out of the woodworks with their opinions. There's a lot of people that will say, oh, but this, but she's that, and all the rest of it. That's okay. Because there's always going to be someone that wants to chop you down. There's always going to be someone that hates their life, that wants to point the finger, and, you know, you're always going to get that. Jealousy is the biggest curse. And why I say that, because once you start to get successful, the people that you thought that were so-called your support cast will start to look at different bits and pieces. Because I got a really silly message from someone that I know quite about tonight's live stream, and they said, oh, but you know, this and that and the rest of it and blah blah blah, and how can you prove it? And I'm just like, really, why would you take away someone's glory and go, how can you prove it? Really? Like, some people that there's a rock, there's a hole, go back to the hole and put the rock over it. Do you know what I mean? And you don't let that affect you, because, and I'm saying this, and I'm saying this to Eleni as well, and I'm saying this to a few other people as well, because I want you to have a thick skin. There's people that, you know, how can you prove your success? How can you prove what she's gone through? Well, I don't want to prove, or we don't need to prove anything, yeah? What I'm going to say is that when you meet somebody, and you know, and this is what I was saying about you before, Eleni, you were supporting right from day dot, yeah? You were supporting when we didn't know each other. You were supporting, watching from afar. But the number one thing which I am so proud of that I've done is I kept showing up, and I was your support raft without even knowing about it, yeah? But if I wanted to feel sorry for myself one day and go, oh, you know, I'm tired and I don't want to be that, oh, I've got no content, oh, you know what, this person says this person sent me a bad message, or this wanker said I'm not a good coach. If I believed any of those wankers, if I believed any of those people that hate their life and they're struggling, you know what would have happened? I wouldn't have been there for you, Eleni. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is a message for all the inspiration. If you're going to listen to no-hopers, if you're going to listen to people that, you know, are in pain, they don't even have the results, then what's going to happen with that? You're going to miss out on being able to save others, to be able to be your best, because you showing up being your best every day, you don't know whose life raft you're being, yeah? And some people will message you down the track. Like, I get messages down the tracks from people, oh, you saved my husband, you saved my son, my daughter. And these people, I don't even know if we're friends. I'm like, how did you see my stuff? And, you know, the universe works in mysterious ways. So stay strong to your message. Stay strong to who you are. You know what? And if anyone has got to do or doubt you from showing you love, what they see in others, they see in themselves. They are just in pain, and all you need to say, hey, I understand you're in pain. If you want to live like that, it's up to you. Whenever you're ready, I'm here, and I'm there to help you out. Always stay in unconditional love. Don't drop yourself down to their vibration, because what will happen is you drop yourself down to their vibration, you create disease, you create pain, you create that, yeah? Because you are going to get people that are, I call it loose. What that means is they're loose. They just want to go off the handles all the time. And their energy, they're not controlled, they're not strong. So what's everyone said? So true. I agree, brother. Yes, we have a choice, and we are the light workers. And that's it. You know, through this journey, you know, you will experience some amazing things with some amazing human beings. And then through this journey, almost every day, you'll really be let down by humans, and you will start to think differently about humans, yeah, about humankind. Don't let one or two people take your thoughts about humans or let other people down, because, you know, let me put the sunglasses on, because I'm going to get, we've got the sunset just over here. And that's what it's about, people. Stand guard at the doors of your mind. Program your mind every day. If you don't program your mind every day, the day will program you. External representations will program you, and other people will program you with their rubbish, because you'll listen to it, you'll read a message, so on and so forth. And remember, low vibration causes disease. And there's a reason why I'm saying that, which is very applicable to tonight's live inspiration. So let's get around Eleni, everyone. Let's get everyone on there. You know, that's what I'm saying. You know, one of Eleni's clients is on here already, the beautiful Jez. And, you know, she's absolutely rocking it herself. She'll be rocking it at the November retreat. So will Eleni. Eleni will be there as a coach alongside of Maddie G and myself. And, yeah, everything is starting to really pick up, guys. It's fantastic. So, you know what I say to everyone? If you don't have anything good to say, if you don't have anything good to support to the world, then keep your mouth shut and keep the pain within you, yeah? Because there's enough people that are struggling out there, and they don't need anyone else putting their shit, putting their, you know, all that stuff on top, because you just want to reflect it. If you're in pain, headbutt a mirror. If you're in pain, punch a boxing bag or punch yourself in the face, but stop putting your pain on others, because everyone else is doing as best as they can, so let them keep rocking it. If you want to destroy your own world, destroy your own world in darkness, yeah? Lock yourself in a room and do that. But if you need help, we'll be here to help you. Eleni goes, thank you, brother. I had that 8 years ago when I was diagnosed, and that's what it's about. And you know what, Eleni, those two pictures that you put up in there, obviously in our post, I've never seen them, and they honestly brought a tear to my eye, because I never seen you if that was obviously you going for a chemo, and then, you know, how beautiful you are in the other one, and that's what it's about. If that doesn't inspire anyone, I don't understand. So what I want to leave you with, people, as well, because we can get caught up in the black and white world, yeah? We can get caught up with, oh, a live stream, and yeah, everyone gets cancer. No, it's different. What I want you to pay a lot of respect to is, if you're someone that's looking for someone of inspiration, if you're someone that's looking for someone to keep you accountable, if you're feeling that you need that inspiration, if you need real life strategies and real life inner mind programming, then spend some time with Eleni and sit down with her and say, hey, when you were in that darkness, when you were diagnosed, when you were down, how did you get out of that? And that's priceless, yeah? People should be paying big dollars, spending fucking time to be able to have that recipe, because I know when I've been down, when people have fucking been chopping at me, I put myself there and go, what about if I was in that position as the same as Eleni? What would I be doing? That's nowhere near where I'm at now. There's nowhere near as bad. And that's exactly right. It's about life experience. So, people, let's get out of our heads. Let's get into our hearts. Let's stop judging. Let's stop bitching. Let's stop throwing the pain out. You know what? Fix yourself up and stop being a cobra. Because cobras don't last too long, they get their heads chopped off. And what that means is there's too many people spitting that bullshit, spitting that toxic, that toxic tongue. And let's get together and let's start supporting and lifting up more people like Eleni and other people around her to start having an existence that they deserve, okay? So this was a little bit of an intro. I want to leave some stuff for tonight, guys. Let's get around, let's get people on 8 p.m. on my page and on Eleni's page, and let's watch this inspirational live stream. Take care, and I'll see you in a few hours.